So I just got back from ConnectiCon a couple days ago because I went there on Saturday to attend the event. And I had a lot of fun. Like, I always have a lot of fun whenever I go to these conventions. Like, pretty much when I go to a convention, it's kind of like a place where I can just go there and be myself and just have fun with a lot of other people that are into the exact same things as I am. Because I normally go to around like maybe 4 or 5 conventions within the year. And it's always just been a good thing to go to when it comes to family, friends, or whenever me and my girlfriend go. I always have a great time there. And I just wanted to share my overall experience when it came to ConnectiCon 2024 this year. I want to share like what happened with me there and also show off the stuff that I got there as well, because there's a lot of stories when it comes to things like that. So I'm going to switch to my other camera so you guys can see the items a little bit better. So yeah, let's start this off because I'm just super excited to get into it. I want to start off with this, which you guys probably recognize as Ghostface from Scream. And I happen to be a really big fan of the Scream franchise. I've been a fan ever since the films came out. Well, I wasn't around like the time the films came out, but like as I was growing up, I've always been a fan. And I just saw this and it was like $15, but I just like saw this sitting there, like it was just on the shelf. And I was like, do I want to get this or do I want to skip out on it? And I decided, you know what, I might as well like just grab this because I don't know, I think it looks adorable and I don't really have that much Scream merchandise in my room besides like a little Ghostface tiki that my girlfriend got me last year. But other than that, I don't really have that much Scream merch, but I definitely wanted to grab this little Ghostface plush. The next thing I'm going to be grabbing is these 2 keychains. I actually ended up getting like 3 of them because it was like a 3 for $6 deal. This right here is a Pokeball keychain, so I could probably put this on my keys or I can put it like on my bag or something like that. Also to showcase that I happen to be a really big fan of Pokemon, as you guys know. We have that right there. And then we also have this SpongeBob keychain, which isn't that much of a surprise given how much I love SpongeBob as a whole, because SpongeBob is my favorite cartoon of all time. So this was pretty much a given of why I would get this. But like I saw a lot of these, like they had like a whole bunch of them. They had like different horror series or like stuff from video games. Like I ended up getting my mother a Mario mushroom because she happens to really love Mario. Decided to settle with this because this is what really stood out to me. So these right here that you see, these are stickers, obviously. And I happen to collect a lot of stickers, which down the road, I'll probably show off my whole sticker collection once I have a lot more stickers in it, because I stopped collecting stickers for a little bit, but I decided since I was looking at a lot of them online, especially when I look through Etsy every so often, there's a lot of stickers that really popped out to me. But the main reason why I got these stickers is because, as you guys know, I happen to be a really big fan of the Kid Icarus franchise, and I also really love Banjo-Kazooie. It's like one of those platformers that I loved playing growing up. Like I played it a little bit growing up, but just recently, like around December, I actually played through the whole game and I finally beat it. But it's a great platformer. I took a lot of inspirations from Super Mario 64. Fans of Banjo-Kazooie that play the game could probably understand what I mean by that, because Mario was the flagship for a lot of the games that came out around then. But I wanted to get these stickers mainly just to represent a lot of the other gaming franchises that I happen to really like, and Kid Icarus doesn't really get as much spotlight anymore, which I understand. Nintendo has other priorities. I told the girl who did this that I really appreciated that she did the Kid Icarus stickers because, like I said, Kid Icarus doesn't really get as much representation as much anymore. You don't really see as much merch for it. Every so often, you're lucky if you ever come across it, but I told her I really appreciated it because it's very rare to see things like this nowadays, especially when it comes to like a lot of lesser known series. I mean, Uprising definitely helped to get into the light again, but other than that, it's not really that well known. So I really wanted to get these. I told her, as I said, I really appreciated it. So now I am going to show you guys a couple of autographs that I got at the convention itself, because whenever I go to these conventions, depending on who's there, I always love getting autographs when it comes to voice actors that I love, from certain video games that I play or anime. I don't normally talk about anime as much on the channel, but I happen to really love anime. You guys could probably tell because I am currently wearing a Chainsaw Man shirt. But I also got a couple autographs while I was there because there was a couple people I wanted to get to. Unfortunately, I was able to get to at least 3 of the people on that list that I mentioned, so I wasn't able to really go all the way through with what I wanted to do. But, you know, there's always next time if they ever come by again. So the first autograph that I do want to show off to you guys is an autograph that I got from Kaiji Tang, who happens to be the voice actor of Gojo in the Jujutsu Kaisen dub. And I happen to be a really big fan of Jujutsu Kaisen, and I just had to get this. Like, I was just super excited to eventually meet the voice actor of Gojo, because Gojo is my favorite character from Jujutsu Kaisen, so I had to get his autograph. And I actually had the opportunity to talk to him for a little bit in the line. I told him how I really appreciated all the life that he gave to Gojo's character, and I loved how Gojo's character was translated very well from manga to anime. So I gave him a lot of love when it came to his work when he was portraying Gojo as a character. And I actually ended up waiting around an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to him. It was worth it because obviously you never know if you're ever going to see these people again, because sometimes they could be at another convention around the world, which of course, you know, it happens because they always are on the road and going to a lot of these things. And you never know, maybe there might be 1 year where I'm not able to go to ConnectiCon and he happens to go again. So I decided to take this opportunity to get this autograph from him. And I really love it. There was like a bigger version of this, which I do have another autograph to show you guys, and I'll elaborate a little bit more on that later. But there was a bigger version of this, and I could have gotten it. I had the funds to do it, but I decided just to go through with this. And he pretty much wrote it out to me like to Nick, and he put his signature, and then he put Gojo. And one of the things that I've been liking lately when it came to a lot of these autographs that I've been getting is that I've been doing a lot of autographs with quotes on them, because there's a lot of quotes that I really like when it comes to different TV shows, movies, video games, anime, etc., so on, that I really like. And obviously when it came to Gojo as a character, there's a lot of quotes for me to choose from. There was quotes like, "Nah, I'd win," or it was this quote itself where it's like, "Throughout heaven and earth, I alone am the honored one." And that's a quote that really stood out to me, mainly because it's just a very iconic Gojo quote, and it definitely represents the character very well, which is why I got this. And I love it so much. I really love the little gold pen that he used to write this on here. It was awesome. It was just a very fun experience meeting him. So this next autograph that I got was the one that I was excited for the most, given the amount of love that I have for the Final Fantasy VII series, especially when it comes to the remake era, when it comes to like remake and rebirth. And I was very excited to meet Suzie Yeung, who voices Yuffie from those games. And I came across her and I got this autograph, and I also got a picture of her as well, which I'll show on the screen so you guys have the opportunity to see it. It's also in the thumbnail as well, but I'll show it right here just so you guys have the opportunity to see it as well. But I just had a lot of fun meeting her. I mean, this series as a whole, as you guys know, when I have the opportunity to talk about it on the channel, it means the world to me. I just love the game so much. I love the story. I love the characters. It really connects to me, and I just really love this series so much. And I was like super stoked to come across her. And Suzie's like so sweet. She's very caring. She always takes a lot of time to talk to her fans, and I really appreciate that, because one of the things I did say to her when I came across her at the event is that I was talking to her about how much I love when it comes to her portrayal as Yuffie. I love the life that she brought to Yuffie, because in the OG Final Fantasy games, there really wasn't any voice acting. So seeing all of these characters being brought to life in the remake era of the Final Fantasy VII games was really cool to see. And I just really loved what she's done with Yuffie as a character. And I also told her that I really love her board song from Rebirth, where she's like sitting on the couch and Cloud comes up to her and asks her what she's doing, and she's just singing a bored song. But I told her I just really appreciated everything she did, just like how I did with Kaiji Tang, who voices Gojo. These are around the same size as well. I believe this one and the Gojo one are both 8x10, so I definitely need to get a frame for these because I love framing my autographs and putting them on a wall. Sometimes people like putting them in like binders and stuff like that, but I prefer to just hang them on the wall so I can always look at them at any time. And this right here is the last autograph that I was able to get my hands on. I could have met like other people as well, but I decided to control myself before I spent too much money. But this one for sure was definitely on my list when it came to ones that I definitely wanted to get the most. And it's this one right here. I have it in this little case right here just to keep it in good condition so it doesn't get damaged or get any dust on it. But this is actually from Yuji's voice actor from Jujutsu Kaisen, which is McArthur, and I just love his portrayal as Yuji. I really love the light that he brings to the character. Same thing with a lot of these voice actors that I come across. I just love the life that they give to the character, and I also just really love Yuji as a character overall, just mainly the kind of person that he is and what he represents. And there's a quote on here that I actually had him write on here. I don't know how I'll feel when I'm dying, but I won't regret the way I lived. Like, I had to put that as a quote for this because it really showcases who Yuji is in Jujutsu Kaisen, and it's such an iconic quote for the character. And I love the pink. It goes well with the character, but I'm gonna put it like this. You guys can get a good view of it. Move out a little bit. Maybe you guys can get a better view of it this way, hopefully. But this, I just love this one. This print itself is so badass. I just love the aesthetic of it. It really caught my eyes as soon as I came across it. I just love it so much. I've never had a print like this. And Gojo's voice actor, Kaiji Tang, also had something like this with the Gojo print that I had. But I decided just to go with the 8x10. But I was debating on getting this one for Gojo as well. I should have, but you know, it's fine. I was still able to meet him. That was the main goal. But this print looks so cool, and I measured this the other day, and I believe it's a 11x14, so I just need to find a good frame for this so I can put it on the wall. But I'm hoping when I come across other voice actors in the future, they have prints like this, because I just love these prints. They're just so badass. I just love it so much. But really glad that I was able to meet at least 2 characters from Jujutsu Kaisen. I got 4 of these prints. I got a Powerpuff Girls one. I got a Pikachu one, which pretty much has like Pikachu from every generation dressed up as the trainers. I got one of Ash and Pikachu, which obviously I had to get this one. I was surprised I didn't get it already. And of course I got Vash from Trigon because I recently got into Trigon last year, maybe a year and a half ago, and I just really love this series, so I wanted to get some sort of merchandise for that in my room as well. But the main reason why I got this one, as I just went over, is because I recently got into Trigon when it came to the remake of it, and I absolutely loved it so much, and I really love Vash as a character. That's the main reason why I got this. I believe like this one and the Pikachu one is like self-explanatory. I mainly got them because I happen to be a really big fan of Pokemon. Oh, would you look at that? They're both in the same frame, so I might as well just talk about both of them at once. But yeah, I mainly just got these because I absolutely love Pokemon. I grew up watching Ash's journey throughout the years when it came to him becoming a Pokemon master and going through all of these different regions. And obviously that's the main reason why I got this. And I just also loved how you have Pikachu dressed up in like every outfit that we've seen in like the Pokemon games. I don't know if it's like every single one. It might be. Is there 9 on here? Let me check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, it looks like there's 8 on here. So maybe like the first 8 gens. I could be wrong, but these are just the outfits from the Pokemon games that the trainers were wearing when you're playing the games, and Pikachu is wearing those outfits. So I absolutely love this so much. I had to get it. And obviously Powerpuff Girls is one of my favorite cartoons as a kid. I love this cartoon so much. I made videos about it on the channel, giving my thoughts on it as well. And I also have other videos in the future planned for it once I get the opportunity to talk about Powerpuff Girls again. But that's the main reason why I got this. And this is actually done by Cody James by Cody. Very unique name. I really love that, Cody James by Cody. It's very creative, almost like how my username DropThisBox is, when it's just a meme pretty much, where it's like, okay, I just dropped this box here. But this is his business card right here, actually. I don't know if it's really capturing it that well, but I'll be sure to leave it in the description below because I really love his artwork. He's literally there like every single time I go to a convention, so I can always spot him. So if I ever want to see him again, I know where to see him whenever I go to my next convention. But those are the items that I got from the event itself. I had a lot of fun getting a lot of these. It made me really happy to bring them home. And now that I finally showed them off, I can probably put them away now because I was waiting to show them off to you guys so I can give you guys a little story and just share what I got at the convention itself. So now that we have that settled, now we could move on and just discuss my overall thoughts when it came to my experience there. So those were the items that I got at the convention itself. So I had a lot of fun showing those off. It went on for a little bit, but I just had a fun time just sharing my overall experience there when I was getting these items. So I thought it'd be pretty neat if I gave a little story to go along with it. I had a really good time at ConnectiCon this year. I had a lot of fun. Me and my girlfriend were able to get inside of the convention early because they offered an option this year where you can get the badges actually shipped to your house. So we didn't have to wait in this long line to get inside. So I'm gonna make sure if they have an opportunity like that next year that I do it, so me and her don't have to wait in line, because it takes around like an hour to two to get inside the convention itself sometimes if you're waiting in that line. So I'm really happy that me and her went through with that this year. I did get some good food there. Like I remember during lunch I had like this Thanksgiving wrap where it was pretty much like turkey stuffing with like mayonnaise and cranberry sauce used as a dressing. It's almost like you have leftovers from like Thanksgiving, you just like make it to a sandwich. That's pretty much what it is, but in wrap form instead of like using bread. And I had that for lunch. It was really good. I had a lot of water, which obviously it was pretty hot that day, so I made sure to get some water to keep myself hydrated within the day itself, which is why you always see a water near me whenever I'm doing my videos. When you see that green big cup by me, because I love drinking water and keeping myself hydrated, especially during the summer. It's always a good thing to do. I'm excited for next year. Like I'm honestly hoping that some of the people that I missed this year that I unfortunately wasn't able to get to are there so I can have the opportunity to meet them. If not, that's fine. I mean, it's not going to be the last time I'm going to be going to a convention. I'm going to be going to them every single year, so I'm always going to have fun each and every single time that I go there. But I'm definitely planning on hopefully meeting them whenever I have the opportunity to. And I definitely recommend you guys to go to like any local convention around you, like not just like ConnectiCon. If you want to go there, I mean, hey, go for it. It's a really fun convention. But if there's like any local conventions around you, I definitely recommend it, because it's just a good opportunity to meet new people and talk about things that you happen to be like really big fans of when it comes to like a lot of the TV shows or movies or video games that are into. There's always people out there that like the exact same thing as well. So that's always a good thing, because when I was waiting in these lines to get certain autographs, I was talking to people to pass the time and I was making some new friends there. So that was really nice. But I definitely recommend you guys to go to conventions. They're always loads of fun. But other than that, like that's honestly like my overall experience at ConnectiCon itself. For the most part, it was just me going to get autographs and going to these different shops to see what I wanted to bring home and just getting some good food to put on my belly. So that's pretty much it. So if you guys have anything you want to say when it comes to conventions itself, you guys want to share your own personal story with me, or wherever the case may be sure to let me know, as always, in the comment section down below. And if you guys enjoy this video, be sure to like and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And also, if you guys want to follow me on my social media, be sure to check out my Twitter, my Instagram, my TikTok, and my Facebook. All of that is located in the description below. So I hope all of you guys are having a fantastic day, wherever the day may be, if it's the daytime, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys in the next video. As always, peace out.